Colliery. Pretty much finished the basics of it. We've got scratch built buildings, apart from the Metcalf workshop in the background. But the winding house, all scratch built. The headstock was a 3D printed kit. I think I got off the internet. It's not a bad looking headstock, to be fair to it. But I've incorporated that into a building above the main shaft. Middle building, that'll be for your screens and your sorting of the coal. And then the third one over the top of the railway lines, the coal drops. Would you call them coal drops? Screens, possibly. Anyway, that's where we load the trucks from. I've got a little coal yard, just for domestic coal, for lorries to pull up and get coal bags. And there's my little packet. A couple of NER 20-ton hoppers that you'll see being filled, or you've already seen being filled. I'm quite pleased with the way that's turned out. My little colliery scene. I've got a terraced house at the end, which I need to do some scenics around that. But I think I'll be doing a bit of rough grass on that corner, bits of static grass around and about, bottom of the fence and that sort of thing, just to finish it off. And there's the winding gear in operation. Seems to work quite well. Do like that. Apart from the fact it keeps sticking. We've got something snagging somewhere, and I haven't figured out what it is yet. Sometimes it'll go for minutes, 10, 15 minutes, no problem. And other times it'll only last a couple of minutes and it snags. So there's something somewhere just trimming it up. You'll notice there's a hole in this shed. Occasionally those wheels do stick a bit. They were never designed to rotate, but most of the time they're okay. You'll notice there's a hole in the shed, a hole in the coal drops. And inside there, I have a hopper, which hopefully means I can fill those too. Okay, demonstration time. Let's see how well we can make this work. Nice and gently. Keep engine forward. Oh, I haven't got enough coal to fill. Sorry, I haven't got enough coal to fill 2. But I've got more coal than for 1. Just inch it forward. I should empty it out. Yeah, there we go. Hornby Packet. Great locomotive for this malarkey. 1 full load. Takes a bit of practice doing that. A bit of spillage. But actually, I think when you look underneath the coal drops, the amount of coal that gets spilled on the track makes it look even more realistic. So just a quick look at the mechanism. First off, the coal is Pico coal, and it's lovely stuff actually. It works really well, but it has its problems. I've also tried to use this chunky stuff that you get from Hornby, which is used on their good old coal drop, which is over down my layout, next to the yellow dinosaur, of course. But that is too chunky. it bridges, it sticks, it won't flow. Whereas the fine stuff, it can run like sand, which is good. The only downside to it is, though, here's my mechanism. Here's my little mechanism I made to deliver the coal. Sits in the coal drop. It's a conveyor belt, a motor, there's a little funnel at one end, and of course a hopper. So in principle it's very simple. The motor, you can see a couple of wires there, it's my layout's DCC, so I have a DCC chip which controls this motor, and actually it does the motor on the headstock as well. So I can plug this in or unplug it when I want to use it. Two little plugs at the end. And I use it on DCC, which is great. I've made a simple little brass strip chassis. There's a couple of cogs there, back of the motor, big one on the end of the shaft. The conveyor belt is a piece of old cycle inner tube. And it works really quite well in delivering the coal. The only problem I had, which to be fair, doing the filming, is the most extensive I've used it, is those little bits of coal get jammed in the teeth of the cog. Big cog, little cog, and the whole thing locks up. So I need to make some form of better screening between the hopper, the conveyor belt, and the delivery chute. So we're not getting, you can see there, those bits of coal dust have got in and amongst the gears. We need to avoid that, because then the whole thing just locks up. But as you've seen, it does actually deliver the coal really quite well. I'm quite pleased with the way that works. Okay, and that lives under the screens, the coal drops. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, then please like and subscribe, and we'll do another one in the near future. Thank you.